Welcome back, HMC, to our 7th ever booty workout. For today's workout, we are going to need our dumbbells, as well as about 3 to 5 feet of space around us. There will be floor work in this workout as well, making sure that we've got that water bottle nearby. We're taking those water breaks. If you need to take a break, just pause and come back when you're ready. Let's go ahead, warming things up. Let's bring those arms up, dropping them down into some arm circles. Just setting that intention for today, getting that body moving, switching directions. Awesome. Going ahead, dropping it down into just shoulder circles. So let's switch directions. Perfect. Let's go left ear, left shoulder. Tuck that chin and roll to right ear, right shoulder. And one more in each direction. Perfect. Bring it up. Shake it out a little bit. I want you to step out nice and wide. Left foot in front, right foot in the back with a straight leg. Press those feet forward, planting that right heel to stretch out that right calf. Awesome. Let's bring it up, switching sides. And back up. Holding onto that wall, that countertop or a chair for support. Left hand grabs the left leg. A static warm up there of our left quadriceps, our left hip flexors. And drop it down. Let's switch sides. Awesome. Drop it down here. Let's make things a little bit more dynamic here. We're going to do our hip openers. So just stepping out and over like we're climbing over a fence. Knee goes up and out. Awesome. Let's switch directions. Perfect. And then dynamically stretching those glutes, those hams, and our hip flexors. Let's do some hip circles. Really focusing on driving those hips all the way back with a planted foot. Really feeling that gentle stretch as we send those hips all the way back and all the way forward. Now go ahead, we're going to lift up that right foot, draw those circles on the ground, and drop it down. Left foot comes up, and drop her down. Next up, we are going to do a cardiovascular movement of our choice for 1 minute, so that we may find that moderate to vigorous intensity. So that's the intensity at which we are able to talk but not sing. So today I'm going to go ahead and jog on the spot, but find that movement. And every 15 seconds, check in, make sure you're able to talk. So just checking in. Where's your favorite place to go to eat? What's your coffee order? Play the name game with any names you might be choosing. Make sure they work. 10 seconds here. Keep checking in. Make sure you're able to talk but not sing. 3, 2, and 1. Grab that water. Have a sip. Let's get right into it. So we're going to step those feet out nice and wide. Parallel feet that are both facing towards your screen. Send those knees towards your midfoot. And we're going to get things started with squats. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 10. Grabbing onto that weight if we would like a little bit of extra resistance. Drop it back. Squat it up. Resisting gravity on the way down. Making sure we've got that nice neutral spine here. 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Grab that, catch that breath. Reset yourself, parallel feet. Knees to pinky toes. Let's go. Three, two, and one. Stand it up, shake it out. We're starting to feel nice and warm here. Screw those feet into the ground, hands come up, drop it like a squat. Three, two, one. Stand it up, shake it out. Catch that breath, grab that water. And now that we're nice and warm, we're gonna do some plie squats. So turn those feet away from each other. The stance is still about hip width apart. Rib cage over pelvis. We're gonna drop it down in a squat from this stance. Halfway there. And 10. Stand it up, shake it out. A little reset, catch your breath. Drop it like a squat. Stand it up, shake it out. Give your body what it needs here, maybe a quick little stretch. One more round, plie squats. Three, two, one. Stand it up. Shake it out. Grab that water. We're done squatting. So now we're going to do our single leg deadlifts. So we're going to make sure that we've got that nice neutral spine. We've tucked that chin for a long posterior chain. Starting on this left leg, we're going to hinge that booty backwards and fold back up. 10 on each leg. And this moving leg's more just a little kickstand. So if you find yourself getting distracted because you're losing your balance, just drag that toe across the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Three, 2, and 1. Standing it up, shake it out. I'll go ahead and give you the front view next time. Back on that left leg, single leg deadlifts. Three, 2, 1. Switching sides, hips go back. Three, 2, and 1. Stand it up. One more round here. You've got this. Roll those shoulders back, tuck that chin, neutral spine on that left leg. Two, and 1. Stand it up, switch sides. Count it down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing it up. Setting down those weights. We're going to introduce a new movement now. So we're going to take it down to our mats. We're going to start off in a kneeling position. So we're going to have that kneel with our neutral spine. So make sure we've got a nice level pelvis here. Rib cage is over our pelvis, and we're going to hip thrust back. Squeezing with those glutes, come forward. So remember, hips go back, torso goes down. And 3 rounds of 10. Hips go back, torso goes down. Squeezing with those glutes at the top. 3, 2, and 1. All right, reset. Neutral spine. I know it's a tricky one introducing the new move. Hips go back, torso goes down. And 3, 2, and 1. Sit it down, reset. Give yourself what you need. We've got one more round here. Neutral spine, kneeling hip thrusts. Two, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out, grab that water. We're gonna move on to some accessory work now. So remaining on our mat, so let's lie on our left side. And we are gonna stack our hips on top of each other, our ankles on top of each other, as well as those knees. And gluing the soles of our feet together, we're going to clamshell out and back in. And we are going to do a 1-minute AMRAP on both sides as a nice little burnout here. Really tiny movements, focusing on that glute. Tiny, precise movements here. Should really feel it getting spicy in there. Three, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Let's switch sides. 1-minute AMRAP. Lying clamshells. So hips are on top of each other. neutral spine. Yeah. So we've got our lying clamshells here. So hips are stacked on top of each other, knees are on top of each other, so are our feet. Neutral spine here. And hinging at that hip. Bring it out and back in. Really focus here. Tiny, precise movements. And 3, 2, 1, drop it down. Moving on to our next burnout movement. Let's go ahead. Going on all fours here. Shoulders are above our wrists and our hips are above our knees. Create that neutral spine. So just leveling off, counteracting that curvature of the lower back. We're going to do some glute kickbacks. 1 minute on each leg as our burnout here. So starting on that right foot, flex that foot, kick it back like we're sliding a box across the floor. Hips and chest are parallel to the ground here. You got this. Keep them level. Ten seconds, you got this. And 1, drop it down. Let's switch left leg for a minute. Last one. Drop it down. Sitting back on those heels, grab that water. Great job. Let's cool it down from down here. We're going to start by placing that left leg right in front of us. And we're going to go ahead and cross that right leg underneath it. And give yourself a big hug. Try and twist that leg across. And giving yourself a big hug, just twist over that left leg. Feeling that stretch down that left glute. Switching sides. Kind of a weird, funky setup one, I know. Even I have to think about this one. So right leg is bent, left leg is crossed, kind of crisscross applesauce underneath and through it, twisting over the right leg. Some drop it down, pressing those soles of our feet together, leaning into it here. Going as far as our bodies will allow. Awesome, great job. Extending out that left leg, let's lean outwards, try and touch that toe. Switching sides onto the right. And bring it back together. Great job today. This has been week 7's booty workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to grab that water and give your body what it needs today. We'll see you in the next one.